Hey y'all, it's your girl, Camille, with Cooking with Camille. Today we're going to do some cowboy chili. Cowboy chili, that's right. I said cowboy chili. What y'all know about a cowboy? Because I don't know nothing, but I'm going to make this chili. I'm going to make this stuff up as I go. So I'm going to name the ingredients that I got and just follow along. You know me, I'll add more stuff. I cut up my stuff and got it ready. So let's get this chili started, okay? Let me turn this camera around. Okay, this is what we're going to need. I'm only going to use half of this, so we're going to use 1.5 pounds of hamburger. Okay, I got ground chuck. We're going to use Bob Evans. We're only going to use half of this. I got the sage Bob Evans sausage. You can get whatever kind you want, but I like the sage. You're going to need some Italian seasoning. You're going to need a tablespoon Italian season. We're going to need 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red peppers. We're going to use a can of diced tomatoes with onions, celery, and green bell pepper. We're going to need 2 cans of tomato sauce, whatever kind you want. Need 1 whole onion. You're going to need 1 pepper. I had a red pepper in the refrigerator. I thought I had a green one, but I didn't. But the red pepper will work. You're going to need, I got some beef kibasi right here. I got 2 sticks of beef kibasi. You're going to need a can of chili beans, kidney beans, whatever you want, and a can of Great Northern beans. You're going to need 2 diced potatoes. I use Yukon potatoes because they cook faster. You're going to need 2 ounces of chili powder. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar. And you're going to need 2 tablespoons of hot sauce. And I forgot to put on here, I'm going to need 2 stalks of celery. I'm going to cut that up right now, stalks of celery. So while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and cook my saute my onions and peppers first. I'm going to boil my sausage. This is beef one right here, but all the kibasi and smoked sausage, it's been coming so salty. So I'm going to boil it a little bit. I'm going to put it in a skillet and boil it and get some of that salt out of it because I try not to do so much salt. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put it in a skillet and boil it while we're sauteing the onions and peppers. And I'm going to cut that celery up so we can saute that celery too. So, and you're going to need some 2 tablespoons of olive oil because that's what we're going to saute with, is some olive oil, okay? Okay, let's get started. Okay, we're going to start frying our celery, onion, and peppers till they come to a little brown. Till they get a little tender. 2 stalks of celery, 1 onion, and 1 pepper. To be red, green, whatever color you want, pepper. And let's saute that. We're going to put a little Italian seasoning on that. Just season it a little bit. Just a little bit. Because we're going to use it on something else. And I'm going to just use a little all-purpose seasoning to season the vegetables too. Just a little bit of all-purpose seasoning. Okay. Once I use that up, it's done. I got to order more of this Chef Carmen seasoning. I'm running low. Okay, she's running a special 4 bottles for $29.99. If anybody want to know, go to go to I Got You Seasonings, Carmen, and order your seasonings. Okay, we're just going to saute that. Okay, while that's sauteing, we want to wipe off all our cans and open all our cans. Make sure you wipe them because you don't know what crawls on them in the store. Now, this is what I do. I just boil the sausage a little bit, the kibasi, because I don't like it's too salty, so I just boil it a little bit to get the salt out. Just boil it for about 5 minutes just to get the salt out so you don't lose your flavors. Okay, it's coming right along. You just keep stir frying it. We're going to stir fry this for about 5 minutes just to get it. You want them good and tender. I say about 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay, now that you got that done, let's start adding our hamburger and our sausage to our onions, celery, and our peppers, okay? We're only going to do half of the sausage, just half of it. Just cut it in, break it up in there, and just break the sausage up. You can have the rest for breakfast tomorrow. And if you want to use the whole one, you can, but a half one is good enough because it's got sage in it, and I just wanted to get that flavor in the meat and stuff, so that's why I'm just use a half. You can use a whole one if you want. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. Then start stirring your vegetables up into your meat until you get the meat a nice golden brown, okay? Just start mixing it real good. And then we're going to switch it over to the soup pot. Now I have 2 cloves of garlic. We're just going to add that to our meat mixture. And continue to stir. Finish cooking. Okay, now we're going to add our half a teaspoon of crushed peppers. I don't have to measure. I know exactly what I want because I don't want too much. If you can go really a third a teaspoon of crushed peppers because you don't want it too hot. And then put another half teaspoon of Italian seasoning in there. Finish putting the rest in there. So half and half. And finish stirring. Okay, I switched it over to another pot. I drained it. Got rid of all that fat or grease that was in the other skillet back there. Y'all can see it back there, that grease. Now we're going to add our chili powder. 1 ounce of chili powder, or I'm going to use 2 ounces of chili powder. Chili, depending on how much hamburger you have, or you can use 2 packs, because I think a pack of it is like 1 ounce each. So we're going to add this to our meat to get that chili flavor. Add the rest of it. And if you think you need more, just add more to it. And stir it till it's good and mixtured. Now we're going to add our tomato sauce. Make sure you wash the cans because you don't know if it'll fall in your meat or what. So that's why I say always wash your lids because you don't know what be crawling in these stores, bugs, rats, whatever. So you wash them off. Okay, and then just mix that all together. Look at that. Look at that, y'all, how meaty it is. Looks good. Okay, and then we're going to drain our kibasi and add that to it. Okay, now we're going to add our kibasi. Because remember, I cooked it so it wouldn't be salty. Okay, we'll add that. Then we're going to add, I'm going to boil the potatoes just a little bit. Just in case this don't cook good enough. We're going to boil the potatoes just for 5 minutes. Okay, we're going to add a can of our stewed tomatoes. Mix that in. Y'all, it's looking good. It's looking good. Then we're going to add our chili beans. 1 can of chili beans or kidney beans or dark kidney beans, light kidney beans, whatever you prefer. Then we're going to add a can of Great Northern beans and add the juice. Do not drain them. The juice is what makes it thick. Great Northern beans. And just stir that. Mix it well. Mix it well. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of hot sauce. Or a teaspoon if you want, if you prefer. That's why cowboys, they call it cowboy soup because they like spicy stuff. Plus, you know, they eat a lot of beans when they out in the desert and stuff, and hamburger and kibasi. And then we're going to put some potatoes in there too. Okay? We're going to let that simmer a little bit. And we're going to add our sugar after we taste it. Going to let it simmer to see what we need to add to it. Yes, we're going to have to add some sugar. Oh my God. It's real tarty. So add some sugar. We're going to start off with 2 tablespoons, okay? We're going to start off with the 2 tablespoons and see how this goes. And then if we need to add more, you add to your taste buds, okay? And we're just going to put the lid on and let it simmer. We're going to let these potatoes boil for 5 minutes, and we'll add the potatoes. Y'all know me. It ain't cowboy unless you put some more corn in there. So let's add a can of corn too. Let me wipe the top off. We're going to add a can of corn, but drain it. Make sure you drain the corn. We're going to add a can of corn in there for color. You know me, I'm always adding stuff. I done add the potatoes, now I'm adding corn. And add the kibasi. I'm just going at it. Okay, we're going to add that corn to it. Y'all better ask somebody. Y'all know me, whipping up stuff. Y'all, this look good. It smell good. Once we get that taste going, see, now that look more like a dang gone cowboy. Look at that. Don't that look cowboy stuff? Look at that. Ooh, and we'll put them potatoes in there. My husband gonna say, what the heck is you making now? Oh well, he'll get over it. Cowboy chili. Okay, we're gonna let that cook down and I'm gonna wash dishes. Okay, while we're waiting on that chili and the potatoes to cook, I'm gonna make a little skillet cornbread. Just get a little oil and heat it up a little bit. And just mix some cornbread. You can use Jiffy, you can use Aunt Your Mama, use whatever cornmeal you got. And we're just going to make little flat jacks. I call them flat cakes, whole cakes, whatever you want to call them. Hot water cornbread. But I'm not going to use the hot water cornbread. I'm just going to use regular pancake mix. You don't use no water. I just use the milk regular and just make it. That's what we're going to do here. Okay, you just get it and whip it and then drop it like it's hot. Make sure your skillet's hot. Just don't look like it's too hot to me. What's better than chili to have some cornbread? I got crackers too in case you want crackers. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Okay, y'all. Let's add our potatoes. I drained them. Now we're gonna add them. These are Yukon potatoes, so I only cut 2 potatoes. That's all we need in there. Look at that, y'all. Look at that chili. I ain't cooking tomorrow. This will be for today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow. Cowboy chili. Don't that look just like it came off not the desert, how the cowboys be in the woods or the desert or whatever. Look at that. Y'all, and then I'm making some bread to go with it. Okay, let's plate up our plate. Okay, here we go. I'm going to add a little cheese on that. Cheddar cheese. Cowboy chili. Put a little parsley on that for color. You don't know me and my parsley, just for color. And just sprinkle the parsley on there for color. Look at that. We got our cakes. We got our whole cakes or whatever you want to call them, cakes. And okay, y'all, cowboy chili. The kibasi, you can see the kibasi. You can see the great northern beans, the kidney beans, the stewed tomatoes. I put cheese on top of it. You can see the corn. Then we're going to have it with crackers. And we got whole cakes, or better yet, like a hot water cornbread. cornbread for our soup. It looks wonderful. Okay, there we go. It's coming off the plate. You also can see the potatoes too. Cowboy chili, y'all. It's really tasted really good. Y'all, really good. All right, y'all. I ain't cooking tomorrow because we're having leftovers. I'm resting tomorrow because I got to get ready for this Christmas week, y'all. So, God bless y'all. Please subscribe. Please like and share. Let a sister know in the comments how you care. How you care and how you like it. And don't forget you got to sign up on YouTube. Comment just one time a month to enter into the contest. And we will do the drawing on December 31st. All right. God bless y'all. Have a good day. Again, Cowboy chili.